Yes guys, what's up? So I had to do a video on this. John Molina said Adrien Broner ran in the fight against him. Okay, first of all, Adrien Broner didn't even run. I probably saw more movement from Keith Thurman against Robert Guerrero than I did see from Adrien Broner against John Molina. No respect for the guy. I've seen better amateurs fight than him. I swear to you, I have seen amateurs fight better than John Molina did against Adrien Broner. At least they throw some punches and give it something. What the hell he was doing in that ring, yeah, throwing about 5 punches around. But anyway, right, forget that. Let's talk about this thing about Adrien Broner runs, Floyd Mayweather runs. You scared me, you a chicken, you ran like a chicken. Robert Guerrero. Listen, do you know who that disrespects and why it annoys me? It disrespects Muhammad Ali. And Ali is my hero in boxing. He's my hero period. Ali, I had posters of him when I was young. Ali was a runner. Do you know what I mean? But it's crazy, and I'm going to go into this. You see, I've called Floyd out on avoiding boxers. People who can move, people who've got good footwork. I felt he avoided many for loads of fights, like 2 Maidana fights he took. He took the, what was before Maidana? Was it Canelo? Robert Guerrero. Brain's not working. But Mayweather's past few fights here were against people who couldn't move, right? And I was starting to think to myself, why? I saw this pattern that the last good mover who I saw who was good on his feet was Zab Judah. And since then I haven't really seen anybody doing sort of footwork, so I was like kind of skeptical of Floyd's picking of opponents, and definitely thought that, and he said this himself, Floyd, that he takes the what the hell, my words aren't coming out of my mouth in this video today. He takes the lowest risk with the highest reward fight, and I feel like he does that a lot. He said that openly himself, and I feel that like taking certain fights were easy options that paid well, and I think that's just Floyd's logic. And I think that now he's taking the Pacquiao fight because he knows the next best option isn't going to make him nearly as much money, so he needs to take the risk and fight Pacquiao, so he's doing that. Now I want to address this issue though about runners in boxing. Now let's just take a look at the welterweight division, which I'm a huge fan of, and that's where everybody focuses on. I mean, there are the other divisions, obviously, Ward's division, Carl Froch's division, the heavyweight division. You've got the low Abnamara's divisions. You've got, you know, the 126, 130, 135, 140. You've got all the different divisions in boxing. 154 pounds looking still good. 160, Cotton, all them guys. But I'm gonna concentrate on the welterweight division alone because it is the most stacked division. And we go on the pound for pound list. Sorry, not the pound for pound list. We got on the top 10 fighters of welterweight. I'm gonna do it in a bit of a mixed order. But like, you've got Mayweather, Pacquiao, Thurman, Guerrero, Khan, Sean Porter, Kell Brook, Devin Alexander, Maidana, whatever, right? I can't remember them all, but most of the fighters you have just named. You take a look at that. Floyd Mayweather, you could argue he's a runner. You could argue Manny Pacquiao ran against Brandon Rios, because he moved a lot. Marquez, okay, not a runner. I won't say he moves around too much. Amir Khan, runner. Keith Thurman, runner. You know, Leonard Bundu, runner, right? What I don't understand is, it's boxing. You know what I mean? What you're supposed to do is stay there and get hit. No, it's boxing. Ali, runner. Do you know what I mean? It's boxing. Ring general shit, being able to move around the ring like Willie Pep is an art form, okay? And I'll tell you the difference of why Mayweather's fights are boring in comparison to a Keith Thurman or an Amir Khan or Timothy Bradley, who are known as more exciting. The difference is that Mayweather doesn't get hit at all, and I'll tell you what Mayweather doesn't have. He doesn't have the power to hurt his opponent. Ali had this, that Ali could hurt you. And that's what made Ali a little bit more exciting, that he could knock his opponents out. Mayweather doesn't have that anymore, where he can knock his opponents out. So all he does is outbox you for 12 rounds. And it's nice to watch on replays. However, in a live fight, someone getting hurt in boxing is what attracts fans to the sport. So to me, I think Mayweather is boring to watch live. However, you've never seen, this is the first time I'm saying this, yeah, on camera. I've never said, like, I've never critiqued Floyd and I called him a runner. I don't, like, I've got no problem with what Mayweather Jr. does in the ring because I'm a fan of Ali. And I think it's beautiful to watch his footwork, but I don't think it's good for live boxing. It does get boring, but obviously what Mayweather does outside the ring kind of makes up for it, all the antics and stuff. But I mean, this is the thing. I think what separates Keith Thurman, Amir Khan, Timothy Bradley, is that Khan throws a lot of combination punches. He can hurt you. He can get hurt, and I think that adds a bit of excitement. Keith Thurman, a fighter who sometimes goes on the back foot, but sometimes he comes on the front foot, and he can definitely hurt you. He's got the power. Timothy Bradley, when he fights, sometimes he likes to stay in the pocket and exchange. Not really so much, you know, excitement there, but you get what I'm saying. I think that's what separates Mayweather from the rest of the bunch, is that when Mayweather runs, right, he hasn't got the power to hurt you, and that's the difference. Adrien Broner against John Molina, it was a boring fight, straight up boring fight. I think it'll be good to watch on a replay to see the skills of Broner. And I like to do that sometimes, where I just flick it on and I'm on my laptop doing some work, and I've got Adrien Broner fighting, and I like to watch it. You know, some skill. I like to watch Mayweather's skill, but in a live fight, it's nice to watch excitement, someone who can hurt someone. And I think, like with Adrien Broner, he didn't even run against John Molina. He was in the pocket, right in front of him, and Mayweather did this with Canelo, right in front of him, and just outboxed him. He wasn't running. Okay, it's boxing. The game is to get hit and not get hit. You have to. If you don't know about the history of boxing, the greatest fighters were runners. Ray Robinson ran. Ali ran. Roy Jones Jr. ran. Do you know what I mean? So many fighters ran. Casual fans, you know. And John Molina is stupid and an idiot. I have no respect for him. He's an idiot for saying what he said. It's disrespectful. It's really disrespectful, what he said, and what it does is it alienates casuals. It alienates the casuals. Ali made running beautiful. I mean, if you look at Ali's footwork, the way he used to float and the size that he used to float around the ring, it was beautiful. I will never forget what Canelo did at the end of round 12 against, what Mayweather did against Canelo at the end of round 12, where he started getting on his toes and using his footwork, and it was beautiful to watch. I liked watching Pacquiao against Brandon Rios, where Pacquiao was moving around the ring. It was beautiful to watch. But in terms of a live fight, straight up, guys, that stuff is not exciting to watch. I liked Ali because when Ali used to do it, he used to go bam, 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 combination punching. He was able to knock his opponents out, finish them off. Mayweather doesn't have that thing in him. But yeah, I just had to address this issue of Adrien Broner and John Molina and all this crap about running in boxing. Listen, chill out with it, man. The greatest moved. It's not running, it's moving. It's ring generalship. It's using your feet. It's using your brain.